If you're Buddhist, these 7 countries will let you in without a visa. Number 4 will absolutely shock you. Picture this. You're standing at Buddha's exact birthplace, meditating in 2,000-year-old monasteries, witnessing sacred stupas, without a visa. Today, I'm revealing 7 incredible destinations with no visa requirements for Buddhist travelers. Hit that like button. This is gold for spiritual journeys. Let's dive in. Country number 1, Nepal. First up, Nepal, where it all began. Lumbini, Buddha's birthplace, 0 visa requirements, and unlimited stay. You could spend years exploring. Swayambhunath Stupa, those all-seeing Buddha eyes watching over 2,000 years of history. Legend says it emerged from a lotus flower. Bodhanath Stupa, one of the world's largest. Walk the Kora with Tibetan monks, spinning prayer wheels, flickering butter lamps. You can feel the devotion. Kopan Monastery offers 7-day meditation courses. Live like a monk. Wake at 5 a.m. Learn from masters. Visit Buddha's birthplace without paperwork hassles. Touch the earth Buddha touched. That's a pilgrimage. Pro tip, visit during Buddha Jayanti in May. Country number 2, Bhutan. Bhutan, the last Buddhist kingdom on earth. No TV until 1999 to preserve their culture. This nation measures gross national happiness over GDP. Prayer flags flutter everywhere. Monasteries cling to cliffs. Tiger's Nest Monastery, 3,000 feet above the valley. Legend says Guru Rinpoche flew here on a tigress. The 2-3-hour hike is sacred. For Indian, Bangladeshi, and Maldivian passports, just an entry permit. No visa fees. Punakad Dzong, stunning architecture floating on water. Hand-painted murals telling Buddha's past lives. Here's what gave me goosebumps. They don't kill animals, even insects. They hire Indian workers for road construction because Bhutanese refuse to harm any living being. Bhutan is carbon negative. Buddhism here is environmental. Country number 3, Thailand. Buddhist paradise with 40,000 temples. Visa-free for 60 days, 2 full months. Wat Po, 46-meter reclining Buddha with mother-of-pearl feet. You'll feel like an ant before a mountain. Wat Arun Temple of Dawn sparkles with colored glass and porcelain. Climb the steep 70-degree steps for panoramic Bangkok views. The Golden Triangle, once opium trade center, now meditation retreats. Talk about transformation. You can become a monk for a week. Temporary ordination. Shave your head, wear orange robes, collect alms, and meditate for hours. Wat Swan Muk, 10-day silent retreats. No talking, no phones, just you and your mind. People come out transformed. Thai festivals, Loy Krathong, floating lanterns. Songkran, purification. Visakhabucha, Buddha's birth, enlightenment, death. Thailand blends ancient Buddhism with modern luxury. Meditate at temples, relax on beaches, eat $1 street food, visit gold-covered temples. Country number 4, Sri Lanka. Number 4, Sri Lanka. Electronic travel authorization approved in minutes, a $50 online form. But here's the emotional part. Sri Lanka holds Buddha's actual tooth, preserved 2,000 years in the Temple of the Tooth in Kandy. After Buddha's cremation, it was smuggled out, hidden in a princess's hair. Kingdoms fought wars over it. Whoever possessed it had divine right to rule. 3 times daily, they open the chamber. Thousands gather with flowers and prayers. The energy is intense. Sigiriya Rock Fortress. Climb 200 meters to ancient ruins. Halfway up, 1,500-year-old vibrant frescoes. At the top, a 5th-century palace with pools and gardens on a rock. Dambulla Cave Temples, 153 unique Buddha statues, walls covered in murals. Monks still meditate here. Adam's Peak, sacred footprint at the summit. Buddhists say Buddhas, Hindus say Shivas, Christians/Muslims say Adams. 4 religions, 1 mountain. Climb at night, witness the magical triangular shadow at sunrise. Sri Lanka has 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the sacred Bodhi tree, grown from the actual tree where Buddha achieved enlightenment. Buddhism here is alive. Families bring newborns for blessings. 2,000-year-old rituals continue daily. Plus, incredible food, warm people, pristine beaches, stunning tea plantations. This tiny island holds more Buddhist treasures than countries 10 times its size. Country number 5, Myanmar. Number 5 is controversial, but magnificent. Myanmar. Now, I know what you're thinking. Myanmar has complex politics. The situation is challenging, but hear me out. This country has over 500,000 Buddhist monks, the highest concentration on Earth. In fact, 1 in 100 people in Myanmar is a monk. Can you imagine? E-visa in 3 days. Simple and straightforward. Just apply online. Bhutan. Let me describe this because words honestly don't do it justice. Picture this. Over 2,000 ancient temples spread across a plain as far as the eye can see. Sunrise here is like stepping into a different dimension. Hot air balloons floating above pagodas, morning mist rolling through valleys, the sun painting everything gold. It's like the universe pressed pause on time. Some temples you can climb. Imagine standing atop a 900-year-old structure, watching the sun rise over thousands of stupas. Other temples have Buddha statues covered in gold leaf so thick the original stone is barely visible anymore. Shwedagon Pagoda in Yangon. This isn't just covered in gold, it's covered in 60 tons of gold. The tip is crowned with 5,448 diamonds and 2,317 rubies. When the sun hits it, it blinds you. It literally glistens so bright you need sunglasses. Here's the tradition. Burmese Buddhists wash the Buddha statues every day. They bring water, flowers, incense. They prostrate themselves. And there are hundreds of Buddha statues in this complex. The emotional reality. Myanmar's Buddhism isn't just tourism, it's woven into every aspect of daily life. Every morning at dawn, you'll see monks in saffron robes walking silently through streets with alms bowls. Families prepare special food the night before just to offer it to monks. This isn't a show. This is life. Inlay Lake. Imagine a lake where monasteries are built on stilts over the water. The Jumping Cat Monastery, where monks trained cats to jump through hoops. Though they don't do it anymore, the name stuck. Kyaktyo Pagoda. The Golden Rock, a massive boulder covered in gold leaf, balanced precariously on the edge of a cliff. According to legend, it's held in place by a single strand of Buddha's hair. People queue for hours just to stick gold leaf on it. The surprising beauty. Despite everything Myanmar has been through, the people's devotion hasn't wavered. Their spirituality is authentic, deep, and completely unshakable. Country number 6. Cambodia. Number 6 will transport you back in time. Cambodia. Visa on arrival, 30 days, $30. Almost effortless. You literally get it at the airport. But here's the magical part. Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world. And when I say largest, I mean it's 162.6 hectares. It took 30 years to build and required 300,000 workers and 6,000 elephants. Let me describe what it's like to visit Angkor Wat at sunrise, because this is a bucket list experience. You arrive at 5 a.m. It's dark. You walk through ancient stone gates. You find your spot by the reflection pool. And then, slowly, the sun begins to rise behind the temple's 5 towers. The sky turns purple, then pink, then orange. The temple's reflection in the water creates a perfect mirror image. And suddenly, you're watching one of the most iconic views on planet Earth come to life. But here's what most tourists don't know. Angkor Wat was originally Hindu, built for the god Vishnu. But then it became Buddhist, and instead of destroying the Hindu carvings, they added Buddhist elements. You can see both religions coexisting in the same walls. That's 900 years of religious harmony carved in stone. The bas-reliefs, the carved walls, depict the churning of the ocean of milk from Hindu mythology. But walk deeper, and you'll find Buddhist monks living in the temple, meditating in corners, keeping the site alive.
Country number 7, Mongolia. And finally, number 7, the unexpected gem, Mongolia. 30 days visa-free. And trust me, this is the surprise of the list. You're probably thinking, Mongolia? The land of Genghis Khan? What does that have to do with Buddhism? Everything. And here's why it's extraordinary. Mongolia was once the center of Tibetan Buddhism before everything changed. This land had over 1,000 monasteries. Genghis Khan's grandson, Kublai Khan, converted to Buddhism, and suddenly the Mongol Empire, the largest land empire in history, became Buddhist. Gandan Monastery in Ulaanbaatar, it has a 26-meter-tall golden statue of Megji Janrisig. The original statue was destroyed in the 1930s and melted down for bullets. But in 1996, the people rebuilt it using donations from Buddhist communities worldwide. That's resilience. Erdeni Zoo Monastery, Mongolia's oldest surviving Buddhist monastery, built in 1585 using stones from the ruins of Genghis Khan's ancient capital. It survived communist purges by being turned into a museum, and now it's a living monastery again. But here's the emotional journey. For 70 years under communist rule, Buddhism was suppressed, monasteries destroyed, monks killed or forced to abandon their robes. The spiritual tradition was nearly extinct. But when Mongolia gained democracy in 1990, something miraculous happened. Old monks who had hidden their faith for decades came out of hiding. Young people rediscovered their roots. Monasteries were rebuilt from rubble. Buddhism resurged like a phoenix from ashes. Today, you'll witness a spiritual rebirth happening in real time. You'll see young monks learning sutras. You'll see families bringing children to receive blessings. You'll see traditions being revived after nearly being lost forever. But wait, there's more that makes Mongolia unique. Mongolian Buddhism blends with ancient shamanism. You'll see ovos, sacred stone piles on mountaintops where people leave offerings. You'll see both Buddhist prayers and shamanic rituals. It's a fusion you won't find anywhere else. Plus, the experience. Sleep in a traditional gur, yurt, under more stars than you've ever seen. Ride horses across endless steppes where the horizon never ends. Visit nomadic families who still live like their ancestors did thousands of years ago. Experience Nadam Festival, wrestling, archery, horse racing, where Buddhism meets warrior culture. The stunning truth? Mongolian Buddhism adapted to one of the harshest climates on Earth. These monks meditate in monasteries where winter temperatures drop to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Their devotion is forged in ice. And here's the cherry on top. Mongolia is still under-touristed. You won't find crowds. You won't find commercialization. You'll find authentic Buddhism preserved in one of the world's most remote and beautiful landscapes.